what do you get when you squeeze an old lemon? You get nada. So here we have Meghan Markle is a perfect fit for lemonada. Boo! Boo! Said the very good people of Whistler, Vancouver. They were not whistling. They were booing. I mean, what do they expect after everything they've done? There's no love. Nobody yelling at Meghan. You look beautiful, Meghan. No, there were no yells. Only the Daily Mail is saying that they look cool as cucumbers or cool on the slope or whatever it was that they look like. Oops, shit, I forgot I have my hair up. Sorry, guys. So yes, beautiful people, don't forget to follow me on Facebook. We're starting to do a lot of fun stuff there. I'm getting the hang of it. It's much easier and there's a lot more stuff I can post. So let's get to 5,000 in order to be able to post long lives, because as is right now, I can only do a 1 minute live. So once we hit 5,000, I'm able to post up to 4 hour lives. So we can do it there. So yes, give this girl a follow on Facebook. It's free. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's get into the booing at Whistler. And of course, they were the guests of that on that guzzling airplane, which is actually Invictus, who bought it, who rented it for over $50,000, guys.
And also, thank you for asking, because not many people have asked if I'm okay.
Yep. The booing is real. Like Megan says, the struggle is real. You see me being real. People, you're about to see Harry shown to the world as a man with no balls. And I'm going to show it to you right away. Look at his head bowed in shame. Now, look at this. Look at this. You see the man there trying to get a handshake? And why does this matter? Because look at Meghan Markle's chicken legs. They're not normal. And I'll show you the whole picture. You see this? Oops, sorry. You see this? The man came to say hi to Prince Harry and shake his hand. Meghan was standing right next to Harry, and she just jumped in, pushed the handshake away, and hugged the man, which is incredibly uncomfortable because clearly she's invading and violating other people's spaces. The man didn't want to hug her. Who would want to hug such a ugly looking chick? But, he didn't want to hug her. Oh, I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger. And you know where that comes from? When Princess Diana gave that famous speech where she said that we should shake a hand to the AIDS patients and give them a hug. God knows they need it. So this is why Meghan became a hugger. I'm a hugger. You can clearly see that she's taking advantage of the fact of her position, thanks to her husband. And she's going and hugging a man she doesn't really know. Who is not a family member or anything. It's incredibly uncomfortable. Look at this other gentleman's face. It's like, ugh. She looks like she's about to French kiss the guy. But look at that. She literally pushed away Harry's handshake. Look how uncomfortable that is, because she wasn't even supposed to be doing that. And why she is doing this? Yes, beautiful people. Because there's a camera following them around. You can see that Harry is not wearing. Look at this gentleman here wearing the Invictus Games Foundation, and the other gentleman behind, he has a cap. Harry could have worn either of them to promote the Invictus Games Foundation to see if he could raise funds for it, but no, he's promoting Eddie Bauer, and the skank is promoting her open crotch as usual. She's, with her legs wide open, with her crotch full on display, because that's what she's selling, and absolutely blown out of her mind. She's like, no matter what we do, guys, I kid you not, this woman is sick.
I'm going to pose this question to you. You do a lot of business deals, a lot of negotiations.
I do.
Well, let's just.
I wish I had been involved in the Meghan and Harry leave Spotify negotiation. The fucking grifters. That's the podcast we should have launched with them. I got to get drunk one night and tell the story of the Zoom I had with Harry to try to help him with a podcast idea.
Do it.
It's one of my best stories.
So it seems that not only has the UK press called him out, but isn't it funny how Harry and Meghan react immediately? like this. When a nasty article or a very truthful article about them that they don't like in the UK says something about them, it's lawsuit galore. But here we have page 6, which is actually Meghan Markle's little playing ground, because she keeps sending them stuff. Millionaires Prince Harry and Meghan Markle get another free private jet ride. It was free for Harry and Meghan. It wasn't free for Invictus Games Foundation. And I'm trying to convince this person to allow me to publish the video that this person sent me from where Harry and Meghan were, because this person was there, where people are yelling at them, go home, go away, leave. But unfortunately, we can only hear the one with the booing. So this person was kind enough to send me that video, but he or she doesn't want me to post it because the name appears there and I don't know how to delete it, and this person doesn't want any trouble. Isn't it insane how people are scared of these two and the backlash they create when people expose them? So they were told, they were not only booed, they were told to get the F out of there. Somebody even told them F off while they were there. Go home, leave. But Harry and Meghan just kept, I swear to you guys, please, you know who you are, please allow me to share the video. Meghan doesn't even look. They go past these people. And Harry's just looking angry because he's not being loved. So yes, they were not only booed, they were asked to leave. People. And if I were the veterans, I would stage a walkout or a protest there with speakerphones and stuff there. But anyways, let's get into this video. Can you imagine how embarrassing? And of course, they have cameras following them all over the place. Millionaires, Prince Harry and millionaires, and that is to be debated. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle get another free private jet ride. Don't like spending their own money. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle make millions, but don't like to spend their own cash. Multiple sources tell page 6. Do you remember, guys, when there was this guy from Kitson that came on, Kinsey Schofield? Please go watch her channel, show her some love. Some of you have said she's a sugar. No, she's not a sugar. She's a reporter, and she reports things as she sees, and she'll give her opinion. That doesn't make her a sugar. I've been called a sugar. Their latest free gift. The whole thing of Invictus Games is a free gift for Harry and Meghan. I don't even know why Meghan is there. She's not a veteran. She has nothing to do with it. Their latest free gift page, and not only that, it's 31 million Canadian dollars is their free gift, because Harry's the one managing this whole thing. So actually, Harry has 31 million Canadian dollars in his pockets, and this is why the Invictus Game Foundation is asking for donations for veterans, because they can't make do with the $31 million Canadian, because most of it is going to Harry. Page 6 has learned was a private jet flying them to Vancouver, Canada, for a 3-day trip to promote the launch of the 2025 Invictus Games for wounded service personnel. The couple landed in Vancouver Tuesday on a 10-seat Bombardier Challenger 605, which is that thing is really burns gasoline like there's no tomorrow. Chartered by a local private aviation company. Page 6 is told they were guests on the flight. No, they were not guests. They were not flying anybody else. It's not it's not like somebody was flying from LA to Vancouver and can we hop in? Like Meghan did with that executive that she called to us, had Harry call to us the use of their private jet. The couple landed in Vancouver Tuesday on a 10-seat, one source who has worked with the duo told page 6, they certainly don't like to spend their own money. And by the way, go watch Meghan Small's video where she's talking about all the freebies that Meghan Markle and Harry have been asking for while they were there. This is why Harry is advertising for Eddie Bauer, because he got about, from what I've been told, $200,000 just for promoting stuff. This is why you don't see them promoting anything for Invictus. And it's actually quite disgusting, because this is all for Netflix. So they're using the Invictus platform to make money for a show. So they can get rich. That's a part of the for-profit in their website, to do good. It's for them that they do good. So they're exploiting the veterans while Harry's looking like an idiot, pretending to, skiing. Oh, how funny. And Meghan taking pictures of her phone. Have you noticed how she is advertising the phone? She even has the serial number of the phone. She didn't even bother to remove that because she's, of course, promoting it and getting paid for that. One source who, it always, they certainly don't like to spend their own money. And another well-placed insider added, it's always other people's money. The couple does tend to fly private with pals, ostensibly, as Harry has said, for security reasons, and often make use of their rich friends' homes. Why would they need to make use of other people's homes when they have their own mansion? The Canadian trip is the latest use of someone else's jet by the couple who were unavailable for comment. Of course, nobody's going to. And this is what I say to you, that everything that Meghan Markle put there, it is true because all of these companies have allowed that to happen, including the royal family. Last October, they flew by private jet to NYC for a conference on the perils of social media for kids, and then onto a quick vacation on the Caribbean island of Canoan. It's not known who paid for that trip. I've been told that it was Soho House. In November, they flew to Vegas for a Katy Perry concert on board Texan Oil Air Michael Hurd's plane with his wife, billionaire and Bumble founder Whitney Wolfe Herd, along with A-listers Cameron Diaz. That is absolute lie. Cameron Diaz. And you see how the misreporting starts? Cameron Diaz did not fly with them, and Benjamin neither. They flew on a different plane. And in January, the couple joined Paramount CEO Brian Robbins and his fashion designer wife Tracy in Jamaica for the premiere of Bob Marley's biopic One Love, traveling by private jet. When in Los Angeles for work and meetings, they often stay at the makeup millionaire Victoria Jackson's home. We understand. I don't even know who that is. Their notorious claim to have been in a car in a scary paparazzi chase last May was when they were staying at a private home on the Upper East Side. And they have also stayed at lawyer Barry Bloom's NYC apartment while visiting the UN. And after quitting royal duties, they stayed at movie mogul Tyler Perry's $18 million LA home when they first moved into the US. They also plotted their escape from the royal family. Have they? Have they escaped the royal family using a royal crest and calling themselves by the royal titles after escaping that? You know what it is like? This is like, for example, the Ku Klux Klan. I think that they have something called the Grand Masters and different titles. Can you imagine you escape the royal family? You escape the Ku Klux Klan. You escape it. You're escaping the Ku Klux Klan. But as soon as you hit the world after you escape, you're going to keep calling yourself the Grand Master of the Ku Klux Klan. And you're going to build a whole website around the Ku Klux Klan Grand Master title. Would that make any sense? They also plotted their escape from the royal family, a Russian oligarch Yuri Milner's lavish Canadian retreat on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, over Christmas and New Year 2019. The Duke and Duchess were banned from taking freebies when they were working royals. And this is where the whole shit caboodle falls apart. They were banned, which upset Meghan because now she's able to take freebies. But Page 6 told how she turned a set of diamonds gifted to Harry from the Middle East into a pinky ring and earrings. Markle has also worn clothing from the stud range run by Sarah Stottinger, the wife of WME boss Ari Emanuel, who is now the one-time Suitstar's Hollywood agent. Markle wore the clothing at an LA Lakers game, although it's unknown whether she paid for the items. Most likely not. She certainly has the Hollywood mentality. Grifting. You know what? For much as I dislike the Hollywood mentality, Meghan Markle takes it to a whole new level. If I were your brand, it will increase sales, but in this case, it doesn't. Actually, the brand is negatively impacted when Meghan Markle does that. Said the well-placed insider. And with the advent of their new Sussex.com website this week, one palace source says, basically, it's look at us. Don't forget we're royal above everything else. Of course. Cash has long been a source of concern for the couple. Acclaimed royal writer Valentine Lowe revealed in his book courtiers that during an official tour of Australia and Fiji in 2018, Markle told staffers, "I can't believe I'm not getting paid for this." But service is universal. Service is universal. Remember, we're here to do good. Yes, we're here to do good. Because I'm Meghan Markle. I do good everywhere I go. And what's with her legs wide open? This woman can't close that crotch, her crotch is all over everybody's face, Harry infamously told Oprah Winfrey that if it was not for his mother's, Princess Diana's inheritance, they would have not been able to make their move to the U.S. So Meghan Markle managed to convince this idiot to use his mother's money to buy her a mansion deposited in Doria's name because Doria suddenly appeared with $9 million. By the way, Harry doesn't have 30 million pounds. No, Princess Diana was worth about 15 million pounds when she died, which was a lot back then. And it was divided between two, but she had to pay, Harry and Prince William had to pay death tax. They had to pay death tax because, only the monarch doesn't pay death tax. So they paid death tax. So they ended up being about 8 or 9 million pounds, which is nothing to sneeze at. But then you divide it into what had made it grow was what's it called? That they invested very wisely. So he had like 20 million, maybe 15, 20 million pounds, which is nothing to sneeze at. Probably he would have been able to live his life happily, buying himself at like a $2 million house, and just living off the rent and, just chilling out, making a few appearances here and there. He didn't need to go trash his family. But no, for Meghan, she needs to lead the life of a billionaire. This is what I was saying, that Meghan Markle, even though the royals are not billionaires, at least not most royals, they lead that kind of life because billionaires, they put their planes, like Tyler Perry would never have put up Meghan Markle in his home when she was just Rachel Meghan Markle. In fact, he didn't know who she was. He didn't know who she was when she falsely claimed to be crawling out of a car. Remember? So she left about 10 million each to him and Prince William and was invested for them and would have been worth far more when he gained it at age 30 in 2014. And again, they get it wrong because Princess Diana had in the bank, among cash and other things, 15 million pounds, which would have been about 20 million. But remember that even though that's what she had in the bank when she died, William and Harry had to pay death taxes, which is about 30% of that money. So, yeah. But in reality, he was also given a substantial check by his father, then Prince Charles, when he left the UK. It is unknown if he has also received a legacy from his beloved grandmother. No, he hasn't. Queen Elizabeth or his grandfather, Prince Philip. And when they quit royal duties, the couple quickly made multi-million dollar deals with podcast platforms Spotify and streaming Netflix and bought a 14.6 million estate in Montecito with a 9.5 million mortgage. Shortly after that, Harry signed a 20 million deal with Penguin Random House for his memoir, which was the best-selling book. Yeah, but this is wrong. Prince Harry did not get $20 million for one book. He signed a 4-book deal worth $20 million, the whole thing, which means it's $5 million per book. And he promised to donate $1 million, remember? Remember when he said he was going to donate $1 million to one of his charities? So in theory, before tax, he gets $4 million. After tax, I assume he gets like 2.3, 2.4 because they take a huge chunk out of that. He hasn't produced any other books, so he can't get an advancement for books he hasn't produced. Although they lost their Spotify deal last summer, with Spotify, Bill Simmons dubbing them fucking grifters, their Netflix deal is still going strong. We're told despite rumors to the contrary. Markle is working on new projects for the streamer, and Harry's Africa documentary is still quietly in the works. How can it be with African Park scandal? He still hasn't spoken against them. And of course, that she's going with Lemonada Media. As I said, what do you get when you mix an old lemon? When you squeeze an old lemon, you get nada. You get nada. So yes, and keep in mind that Lemonada Media only got $8 million in total as a fund last year to create for all the creators and for payments and stuff like that. So I highly doubt that Meghan Markle is getting paid even $1 million of that. I don't know what she's getting paid, but it's not very much because nobody's asking for her. Amazon said no. But isn't it, I'm just going to close with this, guys. Remember when Harry showed up just recently in England and he got 2 police cars, one in front, one in the back, and 2 blacked out vehicles when he went to the UK, you know? But here in Vancouver, when they're being yelled at, booed, and asked to leave and told to F off, he only has 1 car following behind them. Can you imagine how embarrassing this whole ordeal is? Good for you, Vancouver people. And the veterans, come out, protest. You're being exploited.